Good morning. Excuse me, it's not morning, it's evening. But good evening. This is Dr. Bill Wyatt again with the American Orthodontic Society, and I wanted to discuss a strange case that I had here of impactions. It had three teeth in a line. The upper right cuspid, first and second bicuspid were all impacted in a group up above. Now, this was not my patient. I didn't know how she got in this situation at all, but she was referred to me, and I saw her just like this, and I didn't had never seen anything quite like it, and wasn't sure how to approach the case, but we luckily made the right decision. So I'll show you this case. A beautiful young lady. She's Oriental, but very pretty, and she's looking at this, just a very attractive young lady. And there she smiles. Now you don't see this over on the left side of the right side of the mouth. We're missing the cuspid, the first and the second bicuspid, and you have the 6-year molar back there. And I'll go over that with you. You can see a little bit of the second bicuspid over to the side, but that's all. And I wondered what on earth to do or how to do it. I talked it over with the family. They had her at another place, and they sent her over to me to see what I could do with this young lady. And I really did not know for sure what we could do. But the rest of the mouth looked fine, no problem at all. And I wrote a few notes on the first panorex up here, and I said an alternative thing that we might consider taking this cuspid out and then just moving all these other teeth forward, the molar and the first and second molar, and use the wisdom tooth over there. And you could do that. But we thought, well, I'll send her to an old surgeon. I think if I'm not sure the family had dentist in it, and anyway, they took her to an old surgeon, and he attached something onto this cuspid right here, and then we brought it down and hooked it to the arch wire down here, and pulled this cuspid down, and it was just a miracle that I didn't extract this tooth, because as it came down, it pushed this one down, and that pushed this one down, and they all came down at one time, and it became a very relatively simple case. And I had never seen one like it that I put on the deal, and I've never seen one since like that. So let's go through and we'll just go through this as quick as we can, not spending more time. But as we pull that chain and kept shortening it and adding a rubber deal on it, extract to give constant tension on it, and it raised the arch wire up, and the arch wire itself was pulling on it. This is a pretty poor method of hooking it up like that. But anyway, we guided along with that for a while, and you could see improvement on it, and the improvement just got much better and better as we went along with it, and ended up the tooth down in the position within the cuspid is down in its place, and the first and second bicuspid are in their place, and it was I had no idea that it would be that easy to do that case. But anyway, that's the way it worked. And she had a root canal and a bunch of other things to do here that are just regular dental work, and we'll run through those pretty quick, and I'll show you. This is 98, and she's 15 and a half, well, nearly 16 there. And here's another 98, and we're pulling on that. You can see the little elastic deal coming out of the gum tissue right there. And we keep pulling it down. And we ended up pulling against the lower arch wire. I think something shows that over here. Yeah, here we go. We pulled against the lower arch wire, and that brings the whole area down. The bicuspids and the cuspid and the lateral and central all were kind of up at one point there. And we get it on down in there, and then we have to rotate it and get a rectangular wire and then get the root back in some. And it went along quite smooth. And we went ahead and finished this case out. It was 1998, I think, here on there. And there it is when we started in 96. And this was 6 of 96 when they brought the young lady in. And here it is, 12 of 98, and we've got it in pretty well in place. And again, 96, and there's 98, 96 and 98, and this is 96, and there it is in 10 of 98. And so the same thing through. This is something I wanted to say at the end. I hope you get something from this, that sometimes you just can't figure out what's going to happen, and try the most logical thing. You can always stop and back out and start on another way if you have to. But in this case, everything just went like clockwork, and we finished this out. And I hope you get something from this, and I appreciate you watching. And I would like for you to join our group and subscribe to our videos. And we hope to see you again. And I want to see if I can get out of this now.